So about a week ago, I saw a video called Creating a 90s Retro Nook in My Apartment. And firstly, super dope. But secondly, I was like, oh, so my life and childhood is officially a trend, I guess, because this video is going viral. You guys, this is not a trend for me. This is my life. I'm a raging millennial. I am now 32 years old, and I started this channel at the age of 17 because I'm obsessed with everything tech from my era, including Game Boys. How do I show you this? My tat. Hold on, let me give you. That's what's up. Anyway, this is literally my house. This is what it looks like. But there is a funny, ironic moment about this, and that is I loved all this tech, but I wasn't a big physical media girly. I was like so down for streaming and so down for digital games. I didn't want to delete the physical era. I think there's merit in physical media. And now do I think there's merit in physical media. But now I am feeling like we need physical media because, as we know, if you don't own it, you don't own it. And streaming everything is actually ruining everything now, I think. And that's my original PlayStation that my dad bought when I was a little kid. In fact, I think I have a photo. Oh, fine, I'll get it. This is it. This is my dad and myself in 1996, baby. Really started me young. Anyway, I thought I would give you a little bit of a tour of my 90s/early 2000s gaming Nook from old school times where physical media reigned supreme and the PlayStation 2 was king. In fact, it is one of the best-selling consoles of all time. It may even still hold that title, and we'll get into that later. But yeah, let's do it. So let's start off with the main attraction, the TV. Now, these are so hard to find now. Also, peep that high-pitched squeal. Ooh. I don't miss it at all. In fact, if I could take that away from this product, then it would be perfect because I still love the aesthetic. I don't love the high-pitched sound. Can you still hear it? So I was lucky enough to grab this off someone from Facebook Marketplace for maybe only like $50. And it's the most random brand. I've never heard of Grundig. I actually think this was someone's that they brought across from overseas, from like England or something. I think the DVD player is region locked. I haven't really properly tested it, but that's what I was told. I am tempted to get on the trend of owning a TV like this, an old CRT TV with a VHS player inside of it, not a DVD player. But honestly, tapes were ass. Let's be real. Like, rewinding and fast forwarding, come on. But it is good for kids. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm also starting to think in the day and age we grew up in, waiting, that's a skill. It shouldn't be a skill. It should just be. I think it's good for you. I think it's good for the brain. I'm a pass because I'm a busy adult now and I want to get straight into it, but I think that's probably good for kids. So I'll support you on that one if you want to get one for your kids. But if you're an adult, I mean, yes, like the aesthetic of it is dope, but you could still run a DVD situation through one of these and it would be a lot easier, just saying. Anyway, what else is there to say? It's a little bit faulty on the volume buttons, but it all works otherwise. The remote does not work. And I was so stoked that this thing is tiny. When I say tiny, it's still fat because they're all really fat with a PH, but it is incredibly hard to find TVs this small. They get snapped up first, I find, because otherwise they take up like your entire lounge room. So good luck. I can't help you with how to get one of these. They are very much in demand at the moment because this is like a trend now. So that's crazy.
That wasn't part of the deal.
I gotta say, playing this, I just want you to know, it's not as easy on the eyes as a regular TV. It definitely gives you the nostalgia factor, but I wouldn't go past just getting a cheap, simple TV. I'll show you the other backup TV I have for this kind of gaming. I just have it on the floor of my room by my door. It is such a basic and simple and cheap TV, but it is really good for like PlayStation 2 games and stuff. Now this is my original PlayStation 2 Slim and it is a bad boy. Why? Not only does it play awesome PlayStation games, but it's a DVD player. In fact, that's a lot of the reason why some people would buy one of these back in the day, just to play DVDs. And then, coincidentally, you could play games. Growing up, I actually didn't really own very many games. I had like a few and some demo discs. So I've actually been curating my collection of games I always wanted to play and that are just classics or epic. And these are what I have so far. I've just been getting them on like eBay and Facebook Marketplace is a good option too. I really enjoy that I am buying secondhand in this process. But it does suck that some games still hold their value and they're expensive because they're so good. So we have Simpsons Hit and Run, Tony Hawk American Wasteland, I love that, Kingdom Hearts, ESPN Extreme Games, Point Blank, Time Splitters. Got this on eBay. Not happy that the case looks like this, but this game is sick. Nitro Bike, eBay as well. Grand Theft Auto, Spider-Man 2, Dragon Ball Z, SXX3, Tekken, Croc. Oh my gosh. For some reason, this game gave me nightmares as a kid because it was really hard, but it's the best. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. FIFA 2004. No in-app purchases. No BS. There probably honestly was, but it's just not like it is today. Guitar Hero. Of course. You've got to. More. Tekken 5. Another Grand Theft Auto. Another Guitar Hero. Skate Attack, random, but looks fun as. I actually haven't played this yet. And Tony Hawk Underground, because you cannot get enough. Honestly, what I'm finding is that some of the most iconic and fun games of all time came out on the PlayStation 2. I'm sorry, Xbox lovers. I definitely am not against Xbox. It's just a random statement. Please, oh my gosh, don't. Anyway, they're really bloody good, trust me. The graphics at times can be a little blocky or a little lackluster, but the gameplay is just so good, you guys. Oh, let's take a moment. Okay. No, but seriously, some of these games, like even Spider-Man 2, it looks like ass, it plays like ass, but it's still fun. If you play the new Spider-Man, you're like, oh my gosh, this is just Spider-Man 2 reskinned with better graphics, and it's like way better. But the concept and the gameplay is still incredibly similar. So, you know, these are the foundational games that made the games of today so damn good. You probably can't play them on a TV screen that's, I don't know, much bigger than 32, 40 inches without them being way too cubey, like way too pixely. But grab any free or cheap TV secondhand and you can have fun with all of this. And it's only gonna cost you, I don't know, $100, $200 to get set up. And then of course you have the PlayStation 3 if you wanna get a little crazier or, you know, level up on the Xbox, but I don't think you even need to, dude. And I can't stress enough, there are no microtransactions. Oh my gosh, save me from that bullshit. I'm just standing up and realizing I haven't showed you that I actually also have a whole arcade machine too. This bad boy is directly across from my gaming setup. That thing also goes hard. It is by the company Arcade 1UP. Now, a bit of new tech that I am using and loving in this area is the Sonos 300, Era 300. This is the best speaker of all time. And honestly, even the previous generation Sonos speakers would probably be sick. This just makes everything sound incredible. It did a little bit piss me off that Sonos makes you buy this USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack adapter so you can plug in stuff. And it was like 35 to 50 bucks for that adapter. So that was just annoying, but it's worth it. Actually, it seems like it's breaking, so I've taped it, as you could see. Hopefully I can get it to last. But that is connected to my record player and my little CD player. Now my next goal is to get myself a beautiful little 10-year-old hi-fi CD player system. I have much to say about that, but I will not put it in this video because I'm just gonna yap. In the meantime, I just bought this for about 50 bucks from J-Car in Australia. It's not very well made. It looks boring. It's not like an iconic Sony, but it's doing just fine. It's very easy to use. And I kind of love that it's small and portable. And in fact, it runs on batteries. So I can take it anywhere throughout the house and it's not got Bluetooth or anything. You have to use, you know, wires. And I believe you can power it. There's a DC in here as well. But yeah, it works so well. And then this is my whole CD collection so far. It's just a little stack. I won't go into it. And also these are my vinyls. Got some random old stuff. Also got like Remy Wolf. And who else do I have that's fun? A Fleetwood Mac, Elton John, Olivia Barton's a good new one, Lauryn Hill, the Beatles. There's a lot going on in there, but yeah, so fun. And this vinyl player, by the way, I think it's around 300 Australian dollars. Audio-Technica AT-LP60 XBT. I bought it like about 5 years ago now. It's still going strong. It has Bluetooth as well. But yes, you can also use it wired. It's great. So that's my setup. And I just put that little light in there for you to make it look nicer. And over here, I actually have the biggest TV. Very impressed with it. And a cheap $60 DVD player because I wasn't willing to commit to the price of a Blu-ray player in case this became a fad for me, like a passing trend. I thought maybe my neurodivergence was just latching onto this for a week and then I'd get over it. But turns out I bloody love DVDs again. So I've got plenty of DVDs under my TV. And this is my cheap Linzer DVD player from, I think, The Good Guys for like, yeah, no more than $40 or $50. And this tall boy thing is so good. It even has a massive compartment here, which I have many more DVDs and things I need to figure out what to do with. But I love them all. I just can't display them all. I'm thinking of getting like a little shelf there as well. Should we play just for fun? Shit, didn't save last time. We gotta start from scratch. Simpsons Hit and Run. This game absolutely holds up today. You guys gotta play it. So ironically, I have to admit that growing up, I always loved like my game stuff, but I wasn't really like a DVD collector. I always thought, and it's so mean. I was like, it's kind of cringe to have heaps of DVDs. Like it just gets out of hand. I didn't think it looked aesthetic. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad now because I still kind of don't think DVDs look aesthetic to have like a collection of DVDs, but I miss Blockbuster. I miss Video Easy. I miss DVD rental. I miss that life. I miss that world. So I have been buying DVDs again. So yeah, in this crazy capitalistic society and world we found ourselves in today, I've been finding as a millennial that I need to get physical media to make myself feel comfortable, safe, and happy. I need to own the stuff again. And recollecting my favorite DVDs and games and CDs has actually become like a really cathartic, wholesome, nourishing activity for me during this crazy world time. I now go op shopping for DVDs as if I was going back to Blockbuster. They're $1 each, unless you get like a series, which can be like $3 here in Australia. And I just go and look for my favorite things and I get them and I collect them. And then I sit down and I watch a film with my family. I won't get into it because I feel like that could be a whole other video. But what I'm finding in this day and age is that I don't think it's ideal for us to have so much choice. Like about a decade ago, maybe even 5 years ago, it was in a sweet spot, you know? 2010s I'm starting to think was the sweet spot for everything. I'm sure there was bad things about it, but it was pretty good. Maybe 2015. Let's say a decade ago. Now, what? We have so many streaming services, but we sit down and we can't pick a movie. You know, what are we doing? Now, I've got my CD collection up there. I love picking weird stuff that the scalpers aren't gonna buy and put on eBay. And when I say weird, okay, these aren't weird, but this is the stuff that people don't buy. 50s hits, Desiree, Life, oh Life. Also, unfortunately, this poor woman got done dirty. Her other songs are pretty bad. But it's fun to listen to. Sophie Ellis Bextor, I think she was my first crush. Boogie Fever. This is just fun. And Republica Dominica. This music is full of life and joy and delight, and I love it. The more trendy stuff, like good old Gorillaz, I do have to like buy on eBay and stuff because, you know, the scalpers and people that resell stuff online, they are going into these shops and, you know, getting all the good stuff. But I love just putting on a CD and listening to it. It takes all the choice out of it when I'm cooking, when I'm relaxing. And I was trying to get into vinyls. I've got a bit of a vinyl collection going on. As much as I love them and very much respect that form of media, it's so cool. I am kind of liking the CDs in terms of just ease of use. Like you just chuck one on, and then it just does its thing. No flipping. No flipping. Yeah, I think humanity kind of peaked before we had too much choice. And I think that's where we should be. I feel like I'm probably coming across with that typical bias that like my generation was the best generation. It's not what I'm saying, but we had a really good balance between classic tech and new tech before all of it would break, before all of it was too money hungry and crap, before it was all just about trends and new stuff comes out like every year or every 6 months. This has weight to it. It has value. It had, I don't know. If you resonate with what I am yapping about, please let me know. If you're loving this video, by the way, I also have a little collection of dumb phones, miniature video game handhelds, and I'm just obsessed with like tech from 90s to the mid 2000s, which we'll say 2015 at this point. And yeah, I have very mixed feelings about new tech. So subscribe if you fuck with that. I've started swearing all of a sudden. Thanks for watching. I'm Elly Awesome, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Oh, bye.